Hello, as you can hear, we're frying up some bacon for our apple breakfast. I'm going to put this right here on top of it to control the grease so it doesn't spray everywhere. We also need apples, obviously, pancake mix, water from the sink, syrup, yogurt, sunny D, and frozen peaches. Okay, the reason I started frying the bacon, it's the longest thing that takes to cook. And I'm chopping up apples right now because we need apples for the entire breakfast. That does indeed include the bacon. You first chop all the apples into smaller than half a bite size. And then when you're done chopping all the apples, you throw some, specifically 2 apples worth, into the pan. Okay, there's number 2. Now, we uncover our bacon and throw the 2 in. And as the last little thing, you throw a little bit of syrup over it. If I can find the opening. There we are. Oh, yep, there. The syrup completely depends on the cook, but I wouldn't use the entire bottle because that would just make it way too sweet. Okay, we chopped up the rest of the apples, and we put some pancake mix in here and some water to mix it all together. We're putting all the apples in and mixing them up. And before we even pour it onto the pan, we had to put some Pam on it so it doesn't stick. So, you would like to make the amount for about 7 to 8 apples because that's the smallest that was on mine. But if you think you can make it for just 6, go ahead. Cut down on the time because the producers are saying I'm talking way too much. We had to cut down me putting the actual pancakes in the pan. So, see, the apples are in the pan and now they are ready to be flipped. But first, we can talk about our bacon. It's looking really, really good. Looking crispy, see? And the apples are looking absolutely great as well. And you're getting this fragrance of maple that's wafting off of the bacon and apples. Whew, that smells so good. Pancakes now, they're done flipping. That was easy. While that's all going on, might as well make our smoothie. I'm going to be using a specific smoothie blender because it comes with a cup, a ring, the actual blender that screws onto the cup, and the blending contraption that's over there. First, we get some peaches, frozen. Good handful. Put that in. Next, we get our cup of yogurt that was indicated earlier. If it decides to open, oh, there it is. Well, it's preferably vanilla, but you can vary the flavor. And you just plop that right in. Normally, if these were fresh peaches, you would use ice or vanilla ice cream. But since these are frozen, you can just use the yogurt.
That's good.
And then you top it off with Sunny D. This just combines well with the peaches, in my personal opinion. So, just a little bit. See? There we go. Now you screw on the base. Make sure it's nice and tight. Flip it over. Put it on. And there you go! There's our smoothie. Not too complicated, right? Of course, you don't want to make your workplace dirty, so as you're going, you unscrew it, and you clean it off. Just a little bit so you can get back to it later. So you don't have to absolutely worry about it. Ooh, that bacon smells done. Absolutely done. I'll get a plate. And it looks done too. Ooh, nice and crispy. You get the bacon off. And you leave the apples on for a little bit afterward. Let the apples cook in the grease and the maple syrup. This will become a small topping that you put on top of your pancakes, as well as the actual syrup. This will caramelize them, make them nice and crunchy, and oh my god, delicious. Now, as I was looking at the bacon, I completely forgot to check the pancakes. They're done too. And if the pancake will listen to me this time, oh, there we go. A little bit more, a little bit more. There we are. Here's our 3 pancakes, our bacon, just a little bit longer with the apples, and then our whole breakfast is done. Now, the apples, look at that, nice and cooked. See it? You turn it off. Now, take a little bit of these apples, put it right on top. Just right on top. They smell great. Have you ever actually smelled a fresh apple fritter? That's what these smell like. Fried apples. These are great to go with basically any pancake that I've ever tried. Besides blueberry, because apples and blueberry don't go really well together in my opinion. But, after you're done with that, you can leave the rest for other pancakes in case you have extra batter left over. Put a little bit of syrup on top. Just a little bit. 1, 2. And you're done. Now, let's try our creation, shall we? I'll get a little bit of this topping, syrup, and the pancake. And if the pancake would decide to cut for me, there we go. You get that fluffiness of the pancake, the tartness of the Macintosh apple, the syrup. Ooh, this smoothie is really good too. You know how Sunny D tastes really well on its own, but when you mix it with certain other things, it tastes 10 times better? This is 20. Because you get the peaches that go well with any citrus, no matter the form, and then the vanilla yogurt goes well with anything. Now let's try our little bacon concoction over here. There we are. You get that nice crisp crunch, that maple taste, and that applewood taste that I was telling you about from the aroma. Oh my god, that is so good. Now let's enjoy the rest of our meal while we shoot to commercial.